you gotta have the monster. In order to be a world champion in any type of combat sport, you have to have that monster. A legit monster inside of you that doesn't really live in the real world. If you can't put that monster away at times,
you're in trouble.
Mike, if you wasn't a boxer, what sport you think you'll play very well?
If I wasn't a boxer, I'd be a criminal.
Come on, you scared coward. You got man enough to f with me.
So if you ever try to intimidate me again, I'm gonna implant a bullet in his motherfucking skull.
Bob said he gonna set the tone to start the game. And he said, I'm running through Powell's chest.
We was like, what? And he said, I'm running through it.
When you're running, you run for hours.
Days.
What? Days.
There's people that are willing to go very far, and then there's people that are willing to go far further than that.
That's it.
You have to decide, do I want to look at that as the new standard? Do I want to admire him, or do I want to take him down?
Seeing someone show fear is one of the most intoxicating things. When you hit a human being and you see his conscience flash out for a quick second, it is a drug, and I'm addicted to it.
Who's your hero in bodybuilding? Who do you admire the most?
I don't admire anyone.
All I do is kick ass and say, line them up. I'm a go-getter, and I'm gonna always find a way to come out on top.
I want you to understand that I'm here, that every time I hit you, you're going to feel exactly what I want you to, and that's pain.
I had a quote installed on my wall. It says, may God have mercy upon my enemies, because I won't.
My whole objective is your total surrender, your total domination. I'm gonna destroy you.
We in this for life. It's a lifestyle. This ain't no light switch off and on. It stays on 24/7.
The heart of a champion is a light switch that's always on. It doesn't go on and off when someone's watching. It's constant.
I guarantee you, when I line up and they line up, I want what all other men want. But when the pressure hits, when the opposition hits, when the challenge hits, when the pain creeps in, when the uncertainty creeps in, when the cuts, when the scars, when the bruises come, I just wanted a little bit more than they wanted.
Every single person that wins big, they only have one plan, and that is they are going to win or they are going to die trying.
You have to attack. You have to keep attacking. The enemy has to know he is not going to give up. You must break the soul of whatever is in front of you.
Somebody came to my office the other day crying. I said, look, don't cry to give up. Cry to keep going. You already in pain. You already hurt. Get a reward from it.
Listen to everybody. Nobody believes in you. What are you prepared to do about it? Don't let no one come into your house. Take your meal. Do what you need to do today.
You got all the talent in the world, but are you obsessed? Let's face it, it's you against you out there. When you walk on that court, you have to think, I am the best ever.
I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever.
In a society where mediocrity is too often the standard and too often rewarded, there's intense fascination with men who detest mediocrity, who refuse to define themselves in conventional terms, and who seek to transcend traditionally recognized human capabilities.
Every fucking day I wake up and I don't want to do some fucking shit. I'm like, okay, man, do you want to be a bitch today? Do you want to feel like a little bitch? Do you want to walk around all day knowing that you could, but you didn't?
You have a negative mentality, you're weak-minded, and you're never gonna accomplish your goals, because I'm telling you right now what you need to do, and you're telling me you can't do it. I can't. You can't? Are you fucking kidding me? You just said I can't?
Those I can't catch a break guys, get them the fuck away from me. I can't be around those guys. I don't want to hear that shit. All the time you're complaining, you could be instead hustling. You could be instead chasing your dream. You could be instead figuring out what you're doing wrong, trying to improve certain aspects of your life, getting your shit together, reading a book, meditating, something. Fucking something.
That's the point. Are you tired yet? But some of you need to get tired. You need to be tired of what's going on in your life. Get tired of your habits. Get tired of your results. Get tired of the actions that you're putting in every day. You gotta change, man, or nothing changes.
You can't just say you want it. It's cute to say it. But when it's showtime, when the sun comes up, when the sun comes up, you've got all the books, you've got all the tapes, you've got all the access. Now it's time to hunt. Everybody wants to be a beast until it's time to do what beasts do.
Thank you, baby. Thank you. You're making blood come from my damn mouth. That's all it's about, baby. You gotta make blood come through the mouth. You can't just smack me and don't hit me hard. Let's pull it. When you hit a motherfucker, you hit that motherfucker. Let's kick that motherfucker. Kick that ass. Let's go.
There is a hook in you, woman you cannot see, but it is there. You think I have a choice? There is no fucking choice.
Everybody wants to be a lion when there's no lions around. You can be a lion in the company of hyenas, but when you're facing another lion, now we're gonna see what you're really working with.
For those of us climbing to the top of the food chain, there can be no mercy. There is but one way: to hunt or be hunted.
You'll see people who claim to be good guys. They're athletes, they're professional athletes. I'm not a good guy, I'm a villain. It's not something to be proud of, but I'm a villain, dude, and you are a victim.
Hell, if you ain't making enemies, you ain't making money. I would rather eat well than sleep well. You get one shot at life. One shot, one go around in this world. You take life and you grab it by the throat and you make it give you everything you want and screw everybody else.
Somebody come to dancing, man. I'm here to kill somebody here. It's the different here. I'm not dancing in the cage. I come and smash your face, bro.
Sometimes I look in the mirror and get little frights as well looking at myself because I am an absolute animal, a machine. So I probably wouldn't want to fight me either.
We have been honed into a machine of lethal moving parts that you would be wise to avoid if you know what's good for you. We will not be intimidated. We will not back down. If you want war with the United States of America, there's one thing I can promise you, so help me God. Someone else will raise your sons and daughters.
Hey, you wanted this, right? You wanted the real deal? That's what this is. Wake up, you're in the middle of it. You want to run, go ahead. No one's stopping you. Stop complaining.
I wish the water was cold. I wish them motherfucking instructors keep on fucking running. I wish for fucking rain. When the ending is unknown and the distance is unknown, that's when you know who the fuck you are.
Come on, somebody out there say they're working harder than you.
There's no excuse for not being the hardest worker. Yeah, someone might be bigger, stronger, faster, quicker, younger, whatever else, but there is no excuse to not be the hardest fucking worker there. When you believe that you have the ability to do something, that the life that you're living right now is going down this direction, you fucking hate where it is. There is nothing else to do but to change direction.
When the alarm clock goes off, I have no thought about whether this is easy, whether this is hard, whether I want to do it, whether I don't want to do it. None of that matters. It's an emotionless, thoughtless discipline. When the alarm clock goes off, you get up, you get out of bed, and you go do what you're supposed to do.
Turn your feelings off when it comes down to you wanting to be better. What that means is when that alarm clock goes off, your feelings gotta go away. It's raining outside, it's cold outside. When you don't want to put those long hours in at work, your feelings have to go away.
You have to understand somewhere around the world, someone gonna train today to meet with you after a couple of years. He follows same goal like you know. You have to know one day you're gonna come and you're gonna take everything what you want.
Let's go.
There are just those very few players who train to dominate. They train so hard that winning is inevitable.
Let's go! Let's go!
Being a winner is a curse. It doesn't matter how much you've won before, you're not a winner until you win again. And again, and again. Nothing is enough. No one understands. And you never want it to stop.
It might be April where you are, and you're expecting nice weather and shit, but it's 20 degrees. So, you might be somewhere where it's too fucking hot. So, you might have sore legs, sore back, sore shoulder. So, the struggle is real. It never gets any easier. You gotta get harder.
While I'm running, and the cold forbidding rain, my enemies are sleeping. My enemies are bathing in jealousy. My enemies are living in envy because they don't have the consistency They don't have the dedication to get up every single day and make it happen, my friend. So you pray for my enemies, because my enemies are the ones who need it the most.
While you're over there watching me and talking about me, I'm working. I'm taking things to the next level. You keep gossiping and I'll keep working. You keep talking smack and I'll keep working. And when you finally look around at where you are and where I'm at, you realize that you have nothing left to talk smack about.
You're gonna get criticized no matter what you do. If you go hard, people are gonna criticize you. If you stay a lazy piece of shit, people are gonna criticize you. So you gotta realize that it's up to you to decide what it is you truly want. And it's up to you to accept what pain you are willing to accept.
Challenge me. Doubt me. Disrespect me. Tell me I'm older. Tell me I'm slow. Tell me I can no longer fly. I want you to.
If you're not getting hated on, you ain't doing shit right. You need people talking about you. You need people saying, I don't like that person. Because in turn, they really want to be you.
I don't apologize. In the end, I don't care whether you love me or you hate me, just as long as I win.
It's irrelevant what other people say. And once you come to understand that, the noise quiets. If you can understand that it is irrelevant what people gossip, it is irrelevant what they say, it is irrelevant if they laugh, it is irrelevant if they talk, and you understand that the only thing is relevant is what you do, you're going to succeed. And if you're smart, you will take that negativity and you will draw the energy out of it and you will let that propel you with productive action.
The more you put in, the more you get out. So stop fucking making excuses. Get out there and do whatever the fuck it takes to reach your fucking goals.
I've never regretted trying harder at anything ever. Hard times last long, but an epic story feels like a lifetime.
You gotta have a dog in you. You have to have a dog in you. You have to want it. You have to want to be better.
You gotta pick a fight. Shit's hard. You're gonna have days where you don't want to do anything. You're gonna have days where getting out of bed is the hardest motherfucking thing you ever did in your life. You gotta get the fuck up and you gotta get in the fucking fight. You have to keep fighting. You have to wake up and do your freaking job. Even if you have to crawl through it, you've gotta get up and do it.
You don't have to feel good about it. You just have to keep going. The feeling will pass, but you will remain. You are greater than your feelings. Going to bed late and waking up early to work for a few days won't kill you. You're not going to burn out. You're doing what it takes.
Most people were closer than they ever thought they were to finishing that big thing, but they never finished it because they didn't feel like finishing it. Or they were doing it and it was pain. And most people quit in the pain because the pain hurt so bad that they don't know if they want to keep going and get to go. Like, you're gonna wake up most days and not be pumped up. You're gonna wake up most days and not feel like doing it. But when you can get to a point that you do it anyway, then there's no way you won't reach any of your goals.
It's 1 a.m. I'm going for my third workout. Do I want to go to the gym? Absolutely not. I'd rather lay in my house and sit in the movie theater and watch movies. But, you know, to be the best, you got to work overtime. To be the best, you got to work overtime.
While all my friends and people who I knew were out drinking and partying and enjoying life, what was I doing, running fucking 10 miles down the road in the fucking rain? Or killing myself in a boxing gym? And then people say to me, you know what, you're lucky. I'm lucky because I fucking trained so hard that I can't be beaten.
A lot of people want to be successful, but they want to go to the club on Thursday, on Friday, on Saturday, on Sunday, and then on Monday, they're getting outperformed by everybody in the fucking office and they're wondering, why don't I get the raise and the promotion? Shut your fucking ass up, that's why, man. Get to work.
Don't be upset. Don't be upset you didn't do it. Don't be upset you didn't get the results because you didn't do the work. Don't be upset. I don't want you to be upset. I don't want you to be angry. I want you to be like E.T. I didn't get the results because I didn't do the work. Bottom line, I didn't show up on time. I didn't do what I said I was gonna do. I hit the snooze button. I made an excuse. I didn't make adjustments, right? I need you to understand. Look. Don't be upset with the results you didn't get because of the work you didn't do.
All your excuses are lies. They are lies, all of them. Think about the things that you tell yourself, the lies you use to rationalize taking the easy road. You don't have time. That's a lie. You don't have support. That's a lie. You're too old or you're too young. Of course you're too old or too young. Lie. And it doesn't stop if you don't make it stop.
Tell you, the harder and harder you work in here, the harder and harder it becomes to accept failure out there. Second place isn't an option anymore, guys. The more you give it in here, the more you get out there. How would you not want to give it at all? What else are you gonna do? You come here and kill it right now? Or stay home on the couch? But sometimes you got it ingrained in your head. What else would you be doing right now?
You want to be that one motherfucker that every day, whether it's raining, snowing, sleeting, you come and you bring the energy that it takes at the highest fucking level every day.
Be the guy who embraces the ugly, the miserable. Be the guy who embraces hard work, the grind. Don't be afraid of being hurt. Don't be afraid of sacrificing some blood. Be the guy who drives the net.
Being tired is part of the fucking game. Okay? So it's not a valid excuse. It's normal. It's a constant. It's part of being human. And if you want to be a high achiever, guess what? You're going to have to acclimate yourself to being fucking tired way more than you're not tired. Successful people do not use tired as an excuse. They understand everybody else stops when they're tired. And so by pushing through the tired, you actually create a gap between you and everybody else that you're competing with.
A gram of talent and a bit of consistency and a good work ethic will put you so much further ahead of everybody else. So many people are prepared to give up at doing a thing because they haven't had immediate rewards. So if you can find a thing which to you feels like play, but to everybody else looks like work, you will absolutely annihilate them.
You gotta show up. How many times have you heard me say that? Show up. You can't stay home. You wanna be a success? You have to show up. You think somebody's gonna knock on your door and say, hey, I have this opportunity for you? It's not gonna happen. Get up in the morning, do what you gotta do, and show up.
You get up every day, you're entitled to nothing. Nobody owes you nothing. You could have talent, but if you don't have discipline and you don't execute, you don't focus, what do you get? Nothing. Nothing is acceptable but your best.
Who are you on those days you don't want to do things? It's easy to conquer when it's good weather. You got good sleep. Your family's good. You feel great. Your body's not injured. But you on those fucking days when all hell's broke loose. Your body's fucked up. You're sore. You're depressed. That's the separator right there.
If you want to get somewhere specific, then you better take control of the wheel. You better drive that car where you want it to go. Grab the steering wheel and drive your life where you want it to be. Do not just let things happen. You have to be default aggressive and make things happen.
I don't expect you to believe in my dream like I believe in my dream. And the problem with some of y'all is you want somebody else to support your dream. It's yours. If you want it to happen, get your butt up and make it happen. If you want it to happen, rise and grind. If you want it to happen, you're going to have to do what I do, and that's get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. If you want it to happen, that means you're going to have to get home at 2:15 and get your butt up at 5 so you can get to Detroit by 6. Because this is my time. This is my moment. Tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. Ain't no such thing as tomorrow. We only got today.
If you're in bed right now and you're rolling around and you can't fall asleep, get the fuck up. It probably means you haven't done an honest day's work to earn that rest at night. 2 a.m., not a fucking person's here. I can scream my fucking ass off. No one hears me. I can cry. I can shit myself. I can put an honest day's work in here that more than anyone does in a week. And no one sees it. Because it's supposed to be that way.
There's 1,000 people trying to do exactly what you're trying to do. And after 3 years, that 1,000 goes down to 100 because everybody quits, okay? And now you're competing against 100. And then 3 more years go by. And out of that 100, there's 20. This is how it works. It's persistence. It's fortitude. It's grit. It's persevering the hard times. It's pushing through the times when everybody else quits. It's pushing through those times that produce the greatness that everybody searches to have.
You won't die. And if you do die, you won't care because you'll be dead. Best case, you win. Worst case, it won't matter.
Anybody could win a world basketball championship. Anybody could win the Grand Slam. But it's the people that can come back from the brink of destruction and almost down and out, when your manhood, your pride, everything's almost stripped, and come back and conquer at the top of your game. Now that's the separation between a super champion and just an average champion.
My brain cannot process failure. It will not process failure. If I sit there and have to face myself and tell myself, you're a failure, that's almost worse than death.
The best way to fight the demons that chase you in the night is to stop and turn around. Turn around. Face it. A hero dies once, a coward dies 1,000 times.
Just remember that you might not be wearing a cape, you might not have any magic powers, but you have the ultimate power, and that is human will.
Your family's looking for that one guy right now. You're looking for that one guy who's strong, who's that pillar for the family in hard times. Make sure they look around and find you. These are the times right now for you to step up. Be that guy that can take anything.
Everybody's great when they're not tired. The champions is when they're tired, that's when the real champions come out. That's when that real dog come out. Because if you go piss like a puppy, stay on the porch and let the big dogs eat.